also worked with bright transgender college students who transitioned during college, kept their friends, and graduated with good grades. I've seen LGBTQ people go on to become successful doctors, lawyers, teachers, artists, and therapists. I've attended beautiful same-sex weddings of friends who had parents proudly walking them down the aisle. What makes the difference between these sad and happy stories? It starts with parenting. Parenting based on unconditional love, which means unconditionally loving your child, no matter what. No matter if your child cuts off their hair or takes on a different religion than you. You don't necessarily have to throw them a party for it, but you still need to care for them and support them, just as you would your other children. I've seen a lot of people save their unconditional love for romantic partners, but parent their children based on conditional love. They've got it backwards. Romantic partners should earn your love and commitment based on agreed-upon conditions. On the other hand, your children need you to stand by them no matter what. Food, shelter, safety, affection, and a feeling of belonging should never be conditional. And that's the difference between a tragedy and a success story. And Telaina Eriksen has got it right. I got connected to Telaina through a mutual friend, Seth Fisher, MFA, freelance writer and fellow bisexual advocate. Seth and Telaina were grad school buddies at AULA, and Seth fully vouched for her, calling her the bee's knees. AULA connects the three of us, and since social justice is a core part of AULA's mission, I know that anyone who chooses to go there would be passionate about social issues. She also, coincidentally, has a tremendous amount of lived experience, having 3 close family members who are LGBTQ. And Telaina's instincts are on point, because her parenting tips are what I would recommend as a clinician, since they're based on warmth, communication, and unconditional love. Somehow she has figured it out as a mom, sister, aunt, and friend. She is also savvy on social media, which is highly timely today for millennials, and her non-sugar-coated wisdom makes her work accessible and relatable. Perhaps it's easier to take advice from another parent who had to figure it out from scratch. Then Telaina's your person. How should you use this book? Use it to educate yourself on basic terms, to understand what your child might be going through, to gain awareness of your emotions and your blind spots, and to learn tools for handling adversity. The book starts out with the fundamentals of coming out and mourning your own loss, which is where you might be right now. Chapter 2 discusses LGBTQ history and very hot topics like science and religion. Hear about preteens, teens, and bullying in chapters 3 and 4. Chapter 5 is all about how you, the parent, can get help for yourself. She also includes information on bisexual and transgender identities, which often get left out. She discusses how to be an ally, extracurriculars, college, and dating in the latter half of the book. And each chapter includes a handy do's and don'ts list, narratives from LGBTQ people, and recommended articles, books, and videos. This book was enjoyable, informative, and easy to consume. I learned a lot even as an experienced therapist and advocate, and I very much look forward to using it with my clients and friends. It truly reminds me why parenting is the most difficult and insomnia-inducing job in the world, but also why it could be the most deeply rewarding and ultimately the most beneficial for society. It's about teaching people how to love. I hope you learn how to love more deeply through this book. Take good care. Dr. Mimi. Mimi Huang, PhD. drmimihuang.com. drmimihuang.com. December 2016, Los Angeles, California. Chapter 1. Coming Out. Chances are, if you're listening to this book, your child has told you that they are not heterosexual, or they might be questioning their gender or their identity in some way.